Today we're going to check out how to set up a live looping project from scratch with the looper audio effect to record some guitars and vocals. Starting from an empty live set, I'm first going to delete the 2 MIDI tracks. We're only going to use 2 audio tracks today. Let's rename the first track Vocals by right-clicking and choosing Rename. Let's rename the second track. We can also use the keyboard shortcut Command or Control R. Let's rename it Guitar. By default, track number 1 is already routed to external input number 1. My microphone is connected to input number 1 on my audio interface, and the guitar track is routed to external input number 2, which my guitar is connected to input number 2 on my audio interface. But if you are connected to other inputs, make sure you change it accordingly. I'm also going to set the monitor to auto on both tracks, so we can hear the vocals and guitar while we record. Next, let's load some effects. First, I'm going to go under Audio Effects, and I'm going to search Vocal Strip. Let's load the Vocal Strip complete onto the vocals track. I'm going to click Show Devices, and we're going to turn on the live mode on the auto shift to reduce latency. I'm also going to go under the top menu options and turn on reduced latency when monitoring. And under live settings, under the audio settings, you want to make sure the buffer size is as low as it can go without introducing any noise or audio dropouts for the lowest introduced latency possible. Next, I'm going to set scale mode to the key of my song, which is E major. I'm also going to choose the tact Vox variation, and I'm going to turn on the tuning. Let's turn on the scale so it can follow our E major, and let's bring up some reverb. Nice. Next, let's go back to the browser. I'm going to clear the search, and we're going to search for guitar stack, and we're going to load the guitar amp stack on the guitar track. I'm going to choose the dreamy variation, and I'm also going to load, let's clear the search again, and I'm going to load an echo device, set the timing to quarter note, the sync mode to synced, and turn down the dry wet. For now, I'm going to turn this effect off. We're going to use it later. Finally, let's set up our looper. First, I'm going to select both tracks with using Shift, right-click, and let's group the tracks. Let's rename the group Looper. Under Audio Effects, I'm going to drag the looper effect on the group. The looper effect emulates a looping pedal. Let's set it to loop our vocals and guitar. I know I want to loop 4 bars, so I'm going to set it to record 4 bars. And under tempo control, I only want it to follow the song tempo. And I'm going to change my global tempo to 80 BPM. Now, this is optional, but I'm also going to change the feedback to 90%. So every new overdubbed layer will decrease the volume of the previously recorded loop. Now, we can control everything with our mouse, but if you want more control, we can use the key mapping mode to map things to our computer keyboard, or MIDI mapping mode to map things to our MIDI controller. For example, I have a sustain pedal connected to my MIDI keyboard, and I can map that to control the multi-purpose record button on the looper. I'm going to click on it, then I'm going to hit my sustain pedal, and it's mapped. Let's exit MIDI mapping mode. We can also use the keyboard shortcut Command or Control M. For the purpose of this video, I will manually go back to the vocals and guitar tracks to change things manually so you can see what I'm doing. But for your live looping setups, I would recommend mapping or automating everything for a smoother performance. I'm also going to turn on the metronome. If you have more than 2 outputs on your audio interface, you can send the metronome to a separate output using the cue out, so the audience won't hear the metronome. Nice. Now I'm ready to live loop. I'm first going to start with my guitar, so I'm going to arm the track. And let's check it out. First, I'm going to use my pedal to trigger the looping. Now that I have my first loop, I'm going to go back to the guitar, change the sound and turn on a delay. Let's record another layer. Now I'm going to arm the vocals track. Let me record some backing vocals. Since I already have some rhythm, I'm gonna also turn off the metronome. I'm gonna record another layer. I'm going to go into play mode. I'm going to go back to the vocals and change the sound to a lead vocal sound. And I'm just going to mumble some lyrics for some melodic ideas. Now, if you would like to capture your performance, you can drag the loop area into a new audio track, and we have it captured in a new audio clip. And this is how we can set up a live looping project with the looper audio effect to loop our vocals, guitars, or any other instruments we might have.